Hi, my name is Cassie White, and I'm a part of the American Cancer Society event leadership team for the Northern Virginia Relay for Life event. And I've been a part of Relay for Life since as long as I can actually remember. I started doing Relay for Life down in Christiansburg, Virginia at the Virginia Tech Relay for Life. And I've continued doing that for about 16 to 17 years now as I'm turning 18. And yeah, so I started doing Relay for Life at such a young age because I'm a cancer survivor. When I was 11 months old, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. I received chemotherapy as well as a bone marrow transplant, which eventually saved my life. And now I am 17 years cancer free in October. Woo, that's really cool. Yeah, so throughout all of these years and everything, I've met a lot of people who have survived cancer, who have unfortunately lost their lives to cancer, and it's really sad, and it's a big motivator as to why I relay. And I'm really fortunate to be able to share this message that I'm alive now, to be able to walk the lap and walk the survivor lap and show that there is life after cancer and that there are cures. And that's why the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life is so important, because it is finding cures. It is providing families who don't have the needs or the means to put food on their table with paying for cancer treatments, with not being able to get to and from their treatments, with not being able to pay for lodging. And that's something I'm very fortunate that my parents were able to provide for me, with obviously help from many organizations along with the American Cancer Society. Yeah, so my friends and I, 5 years ago, started a team together, and this is was supposed to be my 5th year doing it. And we've stuck with doing this every single year because it has honestly brought us all so much closer together, because although we're all so different, we're all so diverse, we all have so many different backgrounds, we all have been impacted one way or another. When I originally started, I was like, oh, I'm going to be the only one people know that have had it, and that's the only reason they're going to be doing it. But at Luminaria, every year for the Reston Herndon, or for what used to be the Reston Herndon Relay for Life and now is the Northern Virginia Relay for Life, we would crack a glow stick and raise it based off of who we knew that had cancer, and so on and so forth. So you'd have to crack it if you knew if your mom, your dad, your best friend. And it was really interesting to see how so many people had such different times they cracked it. Some people cracked it for me, and other people cracked it for their grandparents, their parents, their siblings. And it just amazed me to just see how something so awful can also be so enlightening and so interesting to see how it impacts such a wide range of people. And that is one of the reasons why I've continued fundraising and have continued being such a big part of an amazing organization, because you never know what somebody is going through, and you never know what's happening on the other side of a phone or another side of a person that you don't really get to see. And getting to do something and fundraise with people that I love and fundraise for an organization that does nothing but help and support people is just absolutely amazing. And it's something good that I can do. And it's, although something so awful and a disease that needs to be combated and a disease that needs to be demolished ASAP, is something that I can give a little piece of myself to, because I know what it's like to go through that. And I like to be that beacon, and I like to be that hope that I can be somebody that you can talk to. Like if one of my friends' parents are going through something like that, or I meet somebody who's going through that, that I can be a beacon and I can say things will get better. There's a light in the dark. And that's just one of the reasons why I've always continued to relay.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina Baumler and I am a proud longtime volunteer for the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. This year I am an event leadership team member for the Relay for Life of Northern Virginia. We've had a lot of great activities going on this week as we raise awareness and participation in this big event. And we really have been highlighting the different programs and services that the American Cancer Society offers. I wanted to take a minute and take a step back and think a little bit more about why we relay. Many of us come to Relay for Life events because we need some sort of support. We have lost a loved one to cancer. We know of somebody that we are providing caregiving to as they are going through the battle for cancer. We have some people who are survivors as well, who come because they need that extra support and encouragement as they are fighting their own cancer battle. During our event, we take a lot of steps to make sure that we are recognizing caregivers, survivors, people who need extra support. And that's really the heart of Relay. And that's why we brought you here today, to show a little bit more from different members of our event leadership team why they relay. So I'd like to talk a little bit more specifically about why I relay. So you'll see in my little picture here, I've got a variety of people. This is only, unfortunately, this is only a very, very small number of the people for whom I relay. Over on the right here, we have Ellie, Paulette, Jim, and Jen, who are all very close friends, who were lost to cancer. They fought bravely. I recognize and applaud their hard fight in the battle against cancer, but unfortunately we lost them to cancer. On the other side, my friend Nicole, who just rang her bell for her last chemotherapy treatment, my husband Steve, my mother Jane, my dad Phil, all of these folks have survived cancer. And we really celebrate their great accomplishments, and we're so happy to have them, so fortunate to have them in our lives. What I'd like to do now is pass this on to my other ELT colleagues and have them talk a little bit more about why they relay. Thank you so much.
Hello, Relayers. My name is Robin Jones, and I am one of the event leads for the 2020 Northern Virginia Relay for Life. I have been relaying for 8 years, and the reason why I relay is because of my parents. My father passed away from throat cancer December 31st, 1995, and my mother passed away from multiple myeloma cancer on December 25th, 2018. Relay for Life holds a special place in my heart, and I will continue to do as much as I can to support the American Cancer Society and continue the fight against this disease. And I will always support the caregivers and the survivors of cancer. Thank you.
I relay for the Ebeling family, Seth Long, my grandma, and for a cure.
Hey Relayers, my name is Adele Ragabon and I've been relaying for 5 years. I relay in honor of my uncle and my good friend who have both lost their lives to cancer over the past few years. I relay so that one day we can live in a world without cancer.
I relay for my sister Debbie and my friend Carol.
Hi, this is why I relay.
I relay for all these people and more, and for a cure.
up high. And the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. And the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday you wish upon a star, wake up with clouds so far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. And the dream that you did to, oh why can't I, oh, someday wish upon a star, wake up with the clouds so far behind. Be where trouble melts like a lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dreams that you did too, why, oh why can't I, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over